None of this was my idea. Sup? Donnie's here. He should be cleaning up his poor house. That's actually here, isn't it? How's it going, everybody? YouTube didn't make me late. Steven Andrews, how's it going? What is up? I met Steven Andrews. I have presents from him. I gotta show off. My computer was updating for like ever. I almost just did it the dumb way, but I didn't wanna. Can you hear the bass at all? I think you can. Tim Jefferson needs to get some green. Well, go ahead. We'll wait. Out of Order Garage. What is up? I am no one. The Turbo Man. R Hill is here. Chris Freemesser. Rooster. Full Garage. All kinds of names. Glenn Uromi. So many dark blue frat sogs. Bill James. What's up? Josh Jesh, of course. Do I know how to play that one? I don't know if I do. But here's one. Yeah, I had to, my band, Frickin' Lasers, actually recorded Into the Void. Yeah, that's it. The Turbo Man with the Turbo Plan. My band was recording the other night at our jam weekly practice thing. In fact, we got some video, and I'm gonna put that up at some point, I think. So, anyway, most of my gear is over there. All of my microphones. So, I no longer have the little amp. Robert Lee, no, I saw your comment. No, I saw it. YouTube didn't make me late. The universe made me late. My computer was updating. I don't know why. It's all dumb. Anyway, what's going on with everybody? I know what's going on with Donnie. It's all bad. It's not looking too hot. He sent me a picture of the shelves in his local grocery store, and it wasn't looking good. Yeah. Donnie's got no power, no generator, but enjoying it from the phone. How are you charging your phone? I was thinking about that the other night. Dwayne Harrelson, ever get the chance to use one of those HEI drop-in LA distributors off Crapazon? I never have. Donnie has, I think. I think he's used a Dodge one. Anyway, many people have bought them. All kinds of people here that I did not mention, like Rich Jordan, Robert Fitch, McLovin, of course, Dan Tupper. How's it going, Dan? Did I say Robert Fitch? Old Stuff Rules. Stacy Renner. Avon, what's up? Mostly Mopar. Dan Orcutt, how you doing? Mopar Jimmy, Dalton Sparks. But is the Waffle House open? Yeah, see, Robert Lee, your first comments right there. I saw it. Greg Ryan. Good morning, Vietnam. What's today? I was gonna play you a chunk of a song. Let's see. I haven't heard these yet. Let's see if it'll actually load. I don't know. Dwayne Harrelson. It did run, but Oh yeah, it ran. Hold on. Not bad. Little cymbal heavy. Shocking. It was just a live mix into the thing. Stomach VX has hit the like button. Please do that. I appreciate it. I'm back off the wagon, by the way. Alan Perryman is here. Alan Perryman, of course, the owner of the blue Dart sedan from yesterday's video. Donnie is using one of those cheapo HEIs on false advertisement. That's his not really 73 satellite. And he says it works great. It's not really 73 Roadrunner is what I meant to say. That was dumb. Yeah, I can only imagine most everybody here has seen today's turbo video. Yeah. So many of you know Stephen Andrews is often here in the live streams, and his picture changes all the time. Now it's Pentastar Key. So I met Stephen Andrews in person. Of course, last week did the video on his truck, his dad's truck that I got running. David says you need Velcro for the Slant 6 manifolds. Anyway, so when I met Stephen, he brought me presents, and I'm going to show some of them to you now. Here's one, Johnny Lightning, 67 Barracuda Fastback, absolutely beautiful. And the funny part is, that's the color my first one was supposed to be. In fact, the second one, no, it was brown. It was more brown than this. Anyway, he almost kept this one, and then he gave it to me, and he didn't have to do that. I'm very grateful. Love those cars. Absolutely love them. There's a ton of good stuff in here. He had excellent taste. Roadrunner. Nice. Pink Duster. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That probably deserves a spot on the desk. Yep. There's not much room left on the desk, thanks to the Jesh brothers. This one, and many of these will be passed off to other people, as was his wish. I have a nephew who would love to have a couple of these. This one has to go to my friend Rob, because my friend Rob owns that car. Like, actually, well, not actually, but he owns that car, 70 orange and black GTX. So, anyway, that'll be going to Rob. Has to. This is really awesome. 62 Belvedere. Look at that. I've never seen a 62 in this this size. Anyway, one more. There's a little red. There's a Johnny Lightning Charger that is pink. Look at that. It's so pink. Anyway, all kinds of cool stuff in there. So thank you very much to Steven. Much appreciated. I'll find good homes for those. Yeah, Johnny Lightning cars are neat. I need to set up a P.O. box. I will do that. Bob asked, Jamie, you briefly mentioned linking your band jamming. I'd check that out. Please think about a music live. We're going to do one. As soon as we don't suck, as soon as we're ready to like actually perform, then we're totally going to do that. So there you go. C. Kramer. By the way, we all eventually saw the oil pan weld. Speak with your editing crew. If you see me talk to myself, it's just a staff meeting. Ray asked if I had a P.O. box. I need to set one up. I plan to do that, and then people can send me stuff. That would be cool. Yeah. Donnie has a water couch. It's like a waterbed, but it floats. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Uh-huh. Connerly Cavasu's here. How's it going? Captain Kurt. With the Black Sabbath song name there. Jeff Militich is here. Finally cooled down so he can wear his Dead Dodge Garage beanie. Hell yeah. Your mom is a jam. Yeah. Peter Dollery is here. How's it going? Yeah. Ooh. Snowmike VX will send me a 66 Cornet right-hand headlight bezel. I actually got one. I got a whole grill. Is a PO box like a PO box like a po boy? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Michael Young, you bet. Yeah, Michael Young is he said thanks for the water pump help today. He is doing a 383 for a 66 Coronet, I believe, right? I don't know. There are so many cars. It's really hard to keep them straight. But anyway, he was sending me pictures of it, and he painted it and detailed it and everything. It was looking great. Very good. Much, much better than new. Walter says, hail, hail, the 67 Dart GT. That's a good one. Car charger. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Feels like the first time. God, I hate that band. How's it going? Daryl from Detroit is here. What is up? Crashes Roadrunner Garage. Yes, no burnout. Need to get the cooling system cooling and systeming, and then I'm gonna put this over here too. Yeah, desk is just about full. In a minute, I'll show you the other present I got. Need to get the cooling systeming. I need to check the distributor rotor phasing. That's probably the problem. Dr. Art messaged me today. He was like, have you checked the rotor phasing? Because the Atomic is really picky on that. No. So I'm going to do that. I'm hungry, by the way. And that might fix it. Not only have I discussed that in a video, I've had to do that on a Challenger with an Atomic system before. Like, I know that. And yet, I had planned to check it eventually, just for horsepower-based reasons, but that might be the whole issue. So we'll see. But if we have a cooling system and a head gasket and studs, burnouts will certainly happen. Rocket Tom dropped in, but he's hanging out with family, so we'll catch up with him later. Oh, Glenn Uromi said, thanks for the AVS tips in the Dart video. Yeah, you bet. I try to do all of that I can. I've talked about them many times. I've given a lot of the same sort of info in multiple videos, but yeah, anyway, happy to do it. But our Hill Bob wants me to never do a foreigner falsetto again. Happy to not do it. Mm-hmm. Nice. Dan Mafia made it. He was watching Rockaton's video. Yes, I watched that earlier myself. David said this. I think I already read that. It's brilliant. Four Eye dropped in and said, that is a very interesting picture. Hey there. Recent subscriber due to the first TurboSign 6 video. Really great channel. The way you make hour-long revival videos without any filler. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I try to get right to the point. My videos are made by and... Sorry, I read another comment. My videos are made by and for people with the ADHD. So I just try to, exactly, no filler, no BS. So anyway, thank you. Much appreciated, and thanks for dropping in here. I will now forever be checking for bad head gaskets by removing the cooling system. I don't know what I'm listening to. Maybe a quad. Yo! How's it going? Huffy said, hang on, let me get my hat. All right. Okay. I think we're good. Excuse me. Terrible. Yeah, the general consensus I heard on Alan's car is that four doors are awesome. Of course, many people call it a crew cab Dart, and you'll notice I didn't do that in my video. I it's not my thing. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Plus, there was, the crew cab Chevelle from Roadkill or whatever. So I don't want to sound like I'm copying those guys. But the more door, the extra door Dart, I like it. I think it's really cool. I'm sure I made that apparent. And by and large, the commenters think exactly the same thing. I think I only had one person said, that's a great parts car. And then someone else said something to that effect. So two or maybe three overall. Very positive response. I do keep it classy. Make sure you put your pinky up. Nice. Oh yeah, Bell James spent the afternoon with the big boy. Its Arrival was one of the best movies I've ever watched. Totally recommend it. Very cool. And I responded to you on Discord. I don't know if you saw it, but just like an hour ago, or a little more now, it was probably a half hour before you made that comment, or maybe a bit, maybe 40 minutes. Anyway, I fixed our dishwasher. I had to put a pump in it, and while I was doing that, I was watching Jay Leno's Big Boy video. It's hilarious, and then you saw it. It's crazy. Anyway, yes, no, the first one. No, well, it was brown then. It was all surface rust. That was my first one. That was the one that had the smashed window, and yes, you vacuumed it out for me. That car was supposed to be that ish. The color in the picture is actually closer. It's more. This is more gold. It's kind of a coppery color. But anyway, yeah, that was the first one. The second one is the one Colin has now. That's the brown one. Patrick Sullivan dropped in. How's it going? Stephen Andrews, who does, of course, have 2 channels. Look at that! Nice. Sometimes he comments with one picture and then another picture. It's kind of awesome. Oh, wow. Charles S. just sent me $50. Thank you very much. And his question is, hey, Jamie, I'm considering buying a 97 Dodge Ram 1500, short wheelbase, 5.2 liter automatic, 72,000 miles, excellent shape top and bottom. Please share pros and cons on these trucks. Looking for a daily. Done with late model stuff. Awesome. Okay. First off, thank you again. That is very generous. I really appreciate it. Those are great trucks. We had one almost exactly like that. It was a single cab short bed 96, and it was a 360 automatic. Otherwise, same animal. Just a great truck. And the single cab short is the most maneuverable truck in the universe. It's awesome. What is this? Stop opening things. Steam. 72,000 miles. Wow. That sounds like a minty truck. At that mileage, I should hope you don't need to worry about the transmission too much. That is always the biggest problem with any Ram from the 90s. The second gen, especially. Like, that's just, yeah. Gassers, Cummins trucks alike. They all have transmission problems. So sniff the fluid, but at 72K, it's probably just fine, and you'll probably get a lot of time out of it. There's a check valve and a transmission cooling line. If you delete that and then add a big gnarly aftermarket cooler, you may never have transmission problems. So that would be something to think about. Now, the biggest issues with those trucks, with the Magnum engine, gaskets and cracking heads to a lesser extent, but intake manifold gasket. There is a gasket in the firewall fires. I've had a lot of these trucks, and I've worked on many, many more. I've never had any problem like that with these. Never seen one ever. Gaskets. So the big one is the plenum plates on the bottom of the intake manifold, and they just go to crap. And the way to check for that is take the breather or oil cap off and look for excessive vacuum in the crankcase. That would be that would tell you that you've got that going on. It's super, super common, and it doesn't even seem to be based on mileage. I have fixed that problem on a 98 Dodge 1-ton van with under 60,000 miles. So I don't know if it's age or if it's, load usage or what, but it's something to check. Timing cover gasket. Same exact thing. They'll tend to leak down both sides of the block. If it doesn't leak now, if the water pump ever gets changed, do that gasket. Because, yeah, it's super, super common problem. The earlier ones, they tend to dribble from the intake end rails and from the valve covers. Just a little seepage, nothing major. But yeah, gaskets. Like, Chrysler did not know how to make gaskets in the 90s. That's been my take on that. Other than that, in the transmission, they're damn good trucks. They're really good trucks. So yeah, great choice. Great way to keep yourself out of buying a more modern truck. So anyway, hopefully that helps. I have videos up on all of the Magnum gasket problems. So if you want to know more on that, kind of what to look for, You can check out I think it's called Magnum Stuff playlist on my channel. So go ahead and do that. And you can always reach out if you have any specific questions. So thank you very much. Morty! The brakes are terrible, Morty! I think it was better in the video. I just can't do any voices when I'm sitting here. I can't do it. Yep. Nice. I'm Oparman 408. Watched Turbo Slant 6 video and enjoyed. Was hoping for a burnout. Yeah, you and everybody else. I'm Oparman 408. Also, why do solid mounts on both sides? I've had luck with just the driver's side. Still get a small amount of vibration dampening. I thought about it. But the problem is the passenger side mount was destroyed as well. It was super twisted, so I had to do something. Couldn't get a replacement quickly, and so I just made them both solid. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I really didn't feel much vibration at all. It's an inline 6. It's inherently... what's the word? Inherently balanced or whatever. Anyway, I don't think it's going to be an issue. But I did consider that if the passenger side mount was worth using as it was, I may have... but I really needed to get the engine height at the same time. And again, that oil pan was sitting on the K-frame, and just straightening and bracing the passenger side mount insulator fixed that. I didn't even have the driver's side done yet, but I got that one in there, and hey, the oil pan is off this stupid frame now. So, yeah, I considered it, but the two I think is going to be just fine. It's exactly the same. Actually, just for your entertainment, I edited out something that I said before I actually did it, where I was considering just doing a solid on the driver's side because I had the two solid mounts. So what I said was, hey, I could just put a solid on this side of this car and then a solid on this side of the Barracuda, and I wouldn't need to make any more. But then I realized how screwed everything else was. Shanky Claus is here and says, you even look like a Mopar guy. Okay, you're probably right. You're saying I look like a psychopath. That makes sense. Yeah. You got it. The hat. I was about to explain what my hat says, but yeah, it's powered by crap. Cut Rate Auto Parts. I put one of their stickers on Stone Soup, and I left an extra one in there. I don't know who ended up with it, but yeah. Nothing better than center lines and air shocks. Well, Josh, I laughed so hard when your brother put the Plymouth in reverse to come look at that 68 Dart and say hi. I like that 4-door. Sounds great. Yes, it does. Nice. Helping Hands nylon sprocket went at 129K on a 72 440. Nice. So glad the Magnums do not have that anymore. Tim Jefferson is an A-body person trapped in an E-body person's body. I'm an A-body person in an A-body's person's body, I think. Lovejoy, sorry I'm late. I was selling a truck. Was it a 97 Ram with 7,200 miles? 72,000 miles. Nice. Oh, yeah. They weren't good at dash plastics. That is very true. And even the third gen. Yeah. My third gen dash is in pieces too. It's good times. Yeah. Oh, I look unburdened by $80,000 monthly payments. Well, Chris Freemaster said psychopath, more like a discriminating auto enthusiast. I agree. Dan Rose, could you do a video, Jamie, on an 87 Dakota wiring, first generation 39V6? Honestly, I probably can't, Dan. The main power wires are the same as a Magnum, and I've got videos on that. But I don't have any 3.9 stuff coming up anytime in the near future. Yeah, Lovejoy. Someone. I think it was Charles. Charles S. bought a 97 Ram. He was wondering if maybe you sold it. Someone just asked. Well, actually, no. This is a while ago. I bounce back and forth now. It gets very confusing. McLovin asked what the story on the green Barracuda I teased is. It belongs to Mark, who just dropped into the comments. He is deep in the woods at deer camp with Starlink. Too hot and too dusty. Screw it. Let's do DDG. Nice. So that is Mark's car. He loves green Mopars. He bought another one. He's the third owner. It's been painted, but it's largely stock. It's a really, really neat car. So it's going to be a great video. We're going to do a little bit of mild hot rodding. So, yeah. It's going to be good. I agree much. Oh, I was going to show you. So the other gift I got this week, I met Robert Fitch at the thing, Woodburn. But I saw him again. He showed up the same day Steven did in like half an hour. I think you guys missed each other by like 10 minutes. It was something like that. Anyway, I sold Robert a very, very nice gauge bezel for his Valiant. And part of the deal was his book. He ordered this book. His dad had the same book. And so he ordered it. And it showed up. And then he found his dad's copy. And so he threw this in for a discount on his gauge bezel. 70 years of Chrysler. And I find it really entertaining that it stops in 1974. That's fun. Ooh, airflows. Flipped right to them. Anyway, my beloved 55s are featured prominently in here, of course. If I can find it. A lot of good stuff in here. There's 55. Yeah. Hold on, one more page. This is the good ones. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So many 55s. Love them. There's 300. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Thanks again, Robert. Hi, I'm Victor. This is Dead Dodge Garage, and this is the Turbo Slant 6 that Jamie built for his car that he's trading. Yeah, good luck with that. I already told you could have it when I'm done with it, but when I'm done with it, there will almost certainly be rods hanging out the block. No filler except for the deer that can't take a hint. Nice. Very nice. Yes. I haven't achieved domination yet, but we're getting there. Corn dogs for all. Nice. Yeah. Oh, Dan Mafia says, do that to the like button. Thank you, Dan. Dan Rose, you talked about the 87 Dakota last week to replace the Spark Control computer. You said it could be replaced by... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I need to do it. So I will eventually do a video on that. It will be aimed at the V8s, but your V6 is the same process. I explained it to someone in a series of emails, and I need to make it a video. But the problem is, and the same is true of many videos that I've been asked to make. I can't make the video without a subject, without a truck to do it to. And I don't have one here or coming anytime soon. Honestly, it's not really the kind of thing I want to mess with, but I would if I had the opportunity. But I can't promise to make a video on that anytime soon. I bet there are instructions that could be found on the internet, but yeah, someday I will, but I have no idea when. Mostly Mopar Garage with the question. My 440 stumbles off idle. Does it need more accelerator pump shot? It might. What kind of carb do you have? And what are your tuning specs? Because late timing will do the same exact thing. It'll give you that same stumble. Pump shot, if you've got a Holly, like a 750 double pumper or something like that, or especially a single, every one of those seems to come with a 28 squirter in the front, in the primary side, and I would upgrade that to a 32. That's like, I just automatically do that on any Holly every time. But yeah, late timing can do it too, and I find a lot of improvement from extra base timing. That's why I recurve every single distributor that comes here, basically. Chad Nelson. God, I love Mopar. Right there with you, Chad. Oh, yeah. Damn Mafia. Did see your video on Turbo Slant Valiant. Sorry, I just got home from work. Was beat. Made it as far as you got it running. That's as far as it went. I'm going to do a head gasket and studs and finish the cooling system. And then 10,000 more things. Dennis Wheeler says, I heard Colin has made 6 offers on the Mordor Dart. It truly is the perfect Colin car, except that it's an automatic. He would have a 4-speed in it faster than you could say 3-pedal solution. Dennis Wheeler says 30 PSI boost is inevitable. Well, I don't... I'm thinking 10, 12. But we'll see. We will see. My mom is here. How's it going, Mom? Tridy Mub can't stay and watch tonight, so thought I'd drop by, leave a like, stay a minute, so you get paid. Loved the video earlier with the Slant 6 Turbo. Looks like it'll be a lot of fun. I think it will. And thank you very much. Josh, no, the Green Barracuda is a notchback. Mom's here, no more swearing. Yeah. Yeah, what she said. Nice. Chris Freemaster would have a manual in it as well. Well, yeah. It's going to be Alan's daughter's car, and so I think shifting gears is probably not in the cards for that one. Supposedly, Chris Freemaster says, supposedly people who swear a lot are more honest. They don't have to guard their words. Well, I certainly don't guard my words, but I try not to do it on video. The Mopar Junkie says, hi, Jamie. Hello. How's it going? That's a great channel name. Yeah. Yes. Oh, nice. Josh heard that neck crack from there. Oh, yeah. Nice. Balances out. Jamie still owes me some for the Jeep. You should... I forgot. I have to do 30 PSI before I put the ARP studs in? I'm not doing that. What gray thing's looking at Mom? Oh, yeah. Gray Dude's here. What's up, Gray Dude? How's it going? I saw a comment from Dan a minute ago saying when he goes to bed at night, he turns my channel on. I appreciate that. Corn dogs are better than the cornfield. Yeah, we have both around here. I kind of think Gray Dude does that too. He's been watching like all my old catalog stuff. No. Didn't see that one. And I completely agree. Helping Hand says 60 years old. We're just lucky it still exists, 4-door or otherwise. Yeah, totally agree. I didn't get it. Alan actually has some before footage from when he picked it up, and that thing was looking rough. It looks amazing now compared to where he started. Like, seriously, it's awesome. But yeah, I think we're at a point in history where I've been at this point for a long time, but I think it's a more widely accepted opinion at this point. These cars are like American history, and I don't really care how many doors they have. Like, it's still cool. It's still history. It's still neat. It's still a connection to the past. It still has a certain spirit. I don't care how many doors it has. I do prefer the look of 2 doors, generally speaking, but I've had lots of 4 doors that I drove. Hoppy Turns a Wrench says, I like it when you talk to kittens and chickens in your video. I do the same thing to lizards and random dogs. Nice. Yeah, whoever's around, really. Deer in today's video. Yeah. Yeah. Tim Jefferson is not big on more doors, but gonna watch the vids anyway. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. Helping Hand's butt's too big for a 4-door. That can be a problem. Yeah. They don't have tilt wheels until the Polaris. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Tim Jefferson says, I have to move the seat back a few inches in my 2-door Dart. Yeah, no, I could see that. I could definitely see that. You bet, Charles. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And again, thank you for your generous donation. Snowmonk VX with a great point. Undercoat it. Now, I don't know where Charles is at. We don't have to worry about that here. They do rust in the fenders and the wheel well, the lip, top of the wheel opening in the bed. That's been the main thing I've seen. Yeah, nice. Patrick Radcliffe sent me $5. Here's a $5 for wearing the crap hat. Too bad they don't do sponsorship. Well, they did give me the hat and a bunch of stickers. I have a stack of stickers like this. They give me a deal on parts, but yeah, I do still have to pay for things. Yeah. Oh, anyway, yeah, that is a good point though on the 97 Ram. He says it's super clean and he's been all under it, over it, all that. So I don't think we need to worry about that. But yeah, the dog leg, the bottom section of the front fender, and the wheel lips, those are the spots that I usually see on second gens. But yeah, even here in the musty Northwest, we don't get that really bad. AMC guy says leave the intercooler yellow. I've thought about it, but I just can't do it. I'm trying so hard. I've gone to such extreme lengths to try and make this. It's not that it's factory, because obviously I did hack the rad support and modify the grill and kind of screw things up, but I just want it to blend nicely with the car. Like, that is what I endeavor for in all of these builds. I want it to blend nicely. I want it to kind of sort of almost look like it could have been stock. So anyway, I'm not going to leave the intercooler yellow. I thought about it, but I can't do it. Cannot do it. Bill Johnson, better late than never? Yeah, I guess so. How's it going? See if they'll sponsor the truck if you name it Crap Trap. Mopar Junkie wants to know when we're going to see more content on the 79-300. I don't know that. I probably need to... Whoops. No! I exploded a Pringle. Oh, wait. No, it didn't explode. I need to do the gas tank. That's the next big thing. I have the new fuel pump sitting on the counter, on the bench, I guess I should say. I need to get tires. Last month's YouTube check, I got tires for the 55, which I still haven't mounted. That is on my list when I get some more time at Rocket. Maybe Tuesday. I'm going up there to look at engine parts, and I don't think I really have much important stuff to do. So maybe Imperial tires could happen. But yeah, the 79, I will do more on it sometime soon, but I can't say when. Everything, like, I don't know. I have a sizable Barracuda project coming up that's going to take me a bit, so that'll have to be done. I really need to make more progress on the Dart Sport. I found the ball joint sockets. You'll never believe where they were. Right where they were supposed to be. Nice. Mm-hmm. Just got to a bunch of comments I already read. Nice. Nice. Granddad's Junk says, hell, I don't know. It sounds like my friend Jordan, he was one of our partners at the shop, and when we closed, deal, boy. We were thinking about closing that shop for a long time, but the final decision was he was moving back to Utah. So we were like, all right, we're done. And so we closed the shop. But I guess he's moving back. So we actually saw him in early Dead Dodge Garage videos, and we'll probably be seeing him in some more. So, yay. He's going to drive all the way here with all of his tools and prized possessions in a 79 Dodge W200. Hell yeah. Anyway, I keep getting the bad Wi-Fi logo, so hopefully, I don't think it's a problem. If the picture freezes, that's why. I don't know. That just happens sometimes. You can probably still hear me, so if that changes, let me know. Yay, we're back. Awesome. Yikes. Haven't stuttered. Okay, awesome. Appreciate that. Dear love custom grills. I'm of the notion that they do it on purpose. All right, got it. 29 people said everything's fine. We're good. Thank you. Um, nice. Huh. Helping Hand says the yellow behind the grill is growing on me. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. I just don't want to be able to see it through the grill. I don't know. The ARP head stud kit is in my living room. I'm waiting for the head gasket to get here. Yeah. Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah. I'm getting the thing again. Perfect. The internet's high on AIDS, as I love to say. I just noticed how messed up my beard is. I didn't go anywhere or do anything today. In fact, I only put pants on an hour and a half ago. Just hanging out here, cleaning and fixing a dishwasher. All right, well, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Yes, Robert Fitch. Yes, that is correct. Slaghammer was originally a more door, and Tony converted it to a 2-door. Yep. And he kind of documented the process on video. Pretty cool. Gary Hergert with a question. Is it bad on an 03 HO Cummins 6-speed when it grinds going into 6th gear? Asking for a friend. The Hergert's got a new hauler to replace their old hauler, which it hasn't left yet. I drove it, and without the clutch, it ground in 4th, but never ground in 6th. And then I tried it with the clutch, and it still never ground in 6th. So I don't know what you did, but well, that works. Doors open this Friday. So come on down to the barbecuer. Anyway, I did drive that thing. It's got all the hot rod teenager stuff on it. Tuner and whatever. Anyway, cool truck. Nice. Jacked Up just sent me $10. Thank you very much for that. Looking forward to more turbo car content. I hate all the starting issues you were having in the latest video. Well, I think I've got it figured out. When I deactivated the tuning, timing control in the Atomic, it fired right up. But I want to have timing control in there. It turns out I haven't checked rotor phasing. Well, I haven't had the thing running long enough to I've barely verified the timing at all. That's the thing. I have no cooling system. So there's a lot of little tuning stuff left that I need to do. And I think the big thing, Dr. Art sent me a message earlier and he's like, did you check the rotor phasing? No, I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I need to do that. That may be the whole problem. So we'll check that first. If it's not majorly off, we'll go from there. I mean, I may just end up not running timing in the Atomic. But just understand, I'm doing something you're not supposed to do, which is triggering that with a factory Mopar distributor. You, by all rights, should be using an MSD distributor with an adjustable rotor, and I'm not doing that. So my problems are almost certainly 100% self-inflicted. Just be aware of that. I'm not ready to say the Atomic's total junk yet. It's probably my fault. But anyway, there's definitely more coming, and thanks again. Yeah, it'll be another couple weeks at least till we see another installment on that, because I've got to get the Barracuda done. God, there's so much happening here. There's a lot. Paul Lemon? Hey, Jamie, love the content and the sarcasm. Keep it up. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Glad you do. My people don't mind it or enjoy it. Occasionally I'll get a negative comment. It will happen. But yeah, anyway. AMC guy, with no cooling system, your fuel mixture will be ridiculously rich. Yes, I understand that. But just so we're all aware, I ran this system NA when I still had the cooling system, and it was still ridiculously rich. It's better now. We're getting there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It still has a temp signal. It just doesn't warm up as the engine starts getting warm. And I'm also not running it long enough to warm up. So there's a lot of stuff to consider. We're not worrying about it until it's all together and running with the cooling system. Dave Freeman dropped in mega late. How's it going? I saw a question from Ricardo. Do you still have the Chrysler LeBaron? If so, how much would you sell it for? I don't, but Tom does. It's his car. It's Tom at rocketresto.com if you want to shoot him an email. Many people have asked. No one has bought it. So it's still there. And Nodez, any love for Aspens and Valaris? Yeah, I did a Valari once. I didn't used to like them at all, but I kind of do now. So there's actually a really nice inside anyway. Forder one for sale not too far away that I kind of want to own. The price is almost right. Not quite, but almost. Who dares text me? Helping Hand says FMJs rock, contrary to popular belief. They ride so nice and handle just as well. Yeah, no, I it's the only thing wrong with it. The only thing wrong with the F body is that it's not an A body. J Van Weston with a question. Any recommendations for cam and lifters for my 2013 5.7? I'm afraid my cam is wiped. You know, it's been a long time since I went to try and buy one. The last set of those I did, the lifters were on... What am I looking at here? This is amazing. The lifters were on back order from Chrysler because there were so many failures across the country. It was amazing. We ended up getting them from Melling, but they were special order, and we ended up having a problem later. Or was it Melling, or was it the other one? What's the other one? Cheap rebuild parts. It doesn't matter. The point is, multiple people said, I heard Tom's going to put the LeBaron on Hemmings with no reserve. Nice. Anyway, Jay, check with the dealer. It probably cost a ridiculous amount, unfortunately. Brian with Dust Devil Garage, the other DDG, just sent me a picture. It said, watching you at the shop. Look at this. Look at that screen. It's amazing. I'm impressed. Tom sent me a thing. Of course he did. 79 Ram Chargers. Noqualmie Pass, $1,500. It's crappy blue. That is just like my pickup. My short bed pickup, but a Ram Charger. It's amazing. That is quite something. Dang it. Anyway. Deck Stream Customs. Fix says, my Valari raced once. No, Helping Hand, the gold LeBaron GTS. The Crown Coupe was... Hello, camera! The Crown Coupe was sold on the thing, and the joke was maybe he'll put the H-body on there. Alright, my camera's just out of focus. And the internet's broken. Perfect. Paul Wortman says, man, you are the Mopar guru. I've written this before, but man, I really wish we had you around back in the 80s. Well, I appreciate that. Better late than never. Nice. Dan Mafia wants to get a Dead Dodge Garage sticker. DeadDodgeGarage.com. Click the button that says merch. That takes you to my merch store, and you can order them there. They are quite affordable. I ship stickers out all the time, as well as really nice quality shirts and hats and hoodies. Yeah, there you go. And there are new shirt designs coming. One of them I need to get mocked up on a shirt right now, and we'll see what that's like. Looking forward to it. Josh, my favorite short was the guy that pulled the nickel-plated pistol on Colin for fingering his hole. Yeah, that's Miles. Miles is dually. Miles is apparently probably going to be moving back as well. He's in Utah right now. Do random customers drive onto your property looking for you? Yeah, they do sometimes, actually. Not much, but it has happened. People figure out where I'm at. Well, Gray Dude's first car was a 64.5 Barracuda. Nice. That's awesome. Paint the rest of the car yellow with metal flake red top. Call it the hot dog wagon. I'm not willing to do that with this car, but I am willing to do that with a car. Wow. Vic is doing research trying to locate parts. What are you looking for? I mean, you could certainly ask. I don't promise anyone can help, but Oh yeah, I'm all in on the 5-second rule. Well, the underhood colors are kind of ketchup and mustard. Oh God. Dave Freeman had a mid 90s Concorde and it was awful. Dave Freeman also says we need a DDG shirt with the Slant 6 turbo. Um, Ronald Ray says the shirt quality is awful. Ronald Ray has not bought a shirt. I believe what Ronald Ray said is that he does not like the artwork. He thinks the artwork is crap. And he said it multiple times, and I still don't give half of a fuck. Not even an eighth of a fuck, actually. The quality of the shirts themselves is excellent. And I know that because I bought a bunch of them. If you don't like the artwork, I don't care. But yeah, he does love to remind me of that often. I think it's cool. My very good friend did those designs. Does that sound? Did I sound bitter? Did I sound upset with that? Paul Wortman, please tell Tom to change his camera angle on his selfie shots. I've meant to tell him that so many times, but I still haven't done it. It is not a flattering angle. Paul Wortman, Jamie's bitter. If I say the F word, you can drink. That's fair. New to all this, what is your alliance with the shop you work for? I get it. You're all buddies. So that's Tom. I knew Tom for a long time. The old Rocket Restoration Shop was in downtown Olympia, Washington. Get off my lawn! And I'd visited there, so I knew him, knew who he was. Went to his place with a friend once to look at a project car. Ended up buying another project car from him. Whatever. We'd have dealings and conversations back and forth for years and years. And when my shop was closing, I stopped there one day to buy something, and I was like helping him push cars around, just kind of hanging out, and it was cool. And so when my shop was closing, I messaged him and said, "Hey, you wouldn't like hire me if I needed a job, would you?" And he was like, "You'd work for me?" I said, "Sure, why not?" So I drove my Charger out there and interviewed and negotiated, and he was like, "Hell yeah!" So when my shop closed, I wasn't without a job for a day, and I started going out there part time. And so yeah, I have my specialties, and it layers well with what the other guys there with their specialties, and so it's worked out pretty well. I haven't been going there as much lately. He's been gallivanting all around the country. I've had tons and tons of work to do here. So yeah, I've only been up there like a day or 2 days a week lately. But yeah, that's the deal. I'm a part-time independent contractor. So I make my own schedule. I do piecework, basically. It's hourly, but I don't work on absolutely everything. I work on things that I'm specialized in, essentially. So yeah. Excuse me. I look like I've been cruising in a convertible. Me in the Cobra was a look. I had the ponytail and the sock hat and the beard. That was a look. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Nice. Huh. Dan Tupper took 2 weeks off, showed up, tossed in my retirement papers 10 years early, did my victory lap, and left. Did I miss a first part of that comment? Yeah, because you are retired, right? That was the truck shop, I believe. Wow. Bill Mize's 354 Hemi finally bored over 10-to-1 pistons, new bearings, freeze plugs. Took 10 months. Wow. Yeah. Just an old guy. How's it going? Yeah. Rust Beater's Derelicts with a great question. Jamie, any issues doing the 172 to 225 swap? No, not at all. Your exhaust may have to move slightly, but other than that, there's nothing important. Oh, Rocket stores Jamie's overflow cars too. Works out great. Nice. Dalton Spark says, if you load the turbo slant on the ramp truck, you technically have a twin turbo 12-cylinder. Well, Maybe if it was like running and hanging off the back and I don't know. Anyway, I don't give an eighth of a fuck is a great shirt idea. Nice. Hell yeah. No, Dennis Wheeler, I do not charge Tom that much. I wish I did. Nice. Very nice. Vilefly, beware of candy chat from Uncle Tony. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, he's I was so late to my own live. I was on the phone and then I came in here to start like with 5 minutes to go and my computer updated 17 times. So anyway, I didn't get to stop by Tony's live, but 38 Racing with a question from a little bit ago. Jamie, have you heard anything good or bad about the Aces EFI system? Not yet. I only just learned that it exists. I believe that's the one that Dr. Art is now a dealer for. And so he said he could hook me up if I wanted to try their stuff out. We'll see how this atomic kit goes. If I can get things ironed out with it, awesome. But anyway, I don't know. Ultimately, I really want to do multi-point, so we'll see. Glenn Uromi would buy those shot glasses. Barry Kuda, you again? Nice. Nice. Oh, Tony just hopped off. Josh Homan is here. How's it going? What's up, everybody? Coming over from Tony's. Welcome back. We were all talking about vintage candy at Uncle Tony's. Crappy Halloween candy. Candy corn! All of it. Damn it. What is the Lewis Black bit? All of the candy corn ever made was made in 1907. And every year, the Candy Corn Company goes around to trash cans all across America. They dig the candy corn. They dig out the candy corn. They wash it. Anyway, it's something like that. Oh, yeah. Moparts 52, what is up? Jim is here. I just acquired a 2000 Durango. What is best bang for buck engine mod for power and or economy on the 4.7? How do I say this nicely? You'll be lucky if your 4.7 continues to run. Thank your lucky stars, the great magnet, whatever. I know nothing of power mods for the 4.7. I wouldn't bother. They actually make quite good power for their size. The 4.7 is a decently powerful engine as long as it continues to run. But they have problems, and I got nothing good to say about them. My brother had one. Mopar Junkie had two 4.7s that were bulletproof. That's awesome. I've seen 12 that weren't. I've seen a few at 250,000 miles with no problem. So let's get that out of the way. Like, yes, there are good ones out there, but there are a lot of not good ones. Yeah. My brother had one in a Dakota, and before it blew up, which admittedly, not Colin, the other one, admittedly kind of his fault for never checking the oil. But it used a lot of oil because it had constant overheating for years, blown head gasket, bad ring seal, etc. Regular 4.7 problems. It made good power. No, it's not a Mercedes carryover. No, it's not. It's a Chrysler design. In fact, it was penned by Jeep, technically, kind of, sort of, I think. Mexican Spec, what is up? As long as you change the oil frequently, they're fine. Well, it's not going to do much for the head gaskets, but yeah, it's a good idea. Gary Hergert is driving to the Aerocar reunion at the Wellborn Museum in Alabama next week. Hell yeah. Driving 2 Daytonas, 2 Superbirds, and 1 Charger 500 from the West Coast. Nice. Dave Saylor wants to know if I'm going to straight axle the Barracuda. I've thought about it a lot, and I might someday. I'm not against it. It's not the vibe I have in mind now, but someday maybe yes, possibly. Not sure. Currently, no. I want to keep stock suspension. Yikes. Moparts 52's newly built 360 wiped out a cam. Was it like a comp? The way to get a good cam is to deal with a cam grinder. That is what I would do. Yeah, you could do a roller conversion, but it sure is expensive. Kind of your call. Someone with no name but the Grateful Dead logo sees the rock and roll machines back there. Oh yeah, I got those everywhere. I got 6 strings and 4 strings and fibbers and my daughter's drum set, my drum set. Rhodes piano, Mark 1. Hell yeah. Potato vision. Nice. The 3.7 based on the 4.7 was absolute garbage. Well, they're kind of the same garbage. Sorry. Old Man Gamer, Slant 6 Turbo, heard it run. Plans on ignition? Well, it has an MSD 6A already. So, yeah. That. I just need to figure out the timing issue with the Atomic, and I think it's my problem. I think it's my fault, probably. Did I say hi to Mexican Spec? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Michael Robert Embry likes the yellow intercooler. Keep it yellow, make it obvious. But I don't want him to see it coming. Oh, I meant to say this. Dave Freeman said we need a DDG shirt with the Slant 6 Turbo. You may get one. But for a long time, I've wanted to do the Leaving Tower of Power. So it might be... well, we'll see if it ever blows up. How about that? But my vision was always a Slant 6 with like a rod hanging out the side and a pool of oil that just says Leaving Tower of Power. Yes, Aspen Volari F bodies, the torsion bars run the wrong way. So they're a little weird. Look upon the field in which I grow my fucks and see that it is barren. Damn it. So I've just heard an interview with somebody and they said this is the no, it was a Rob Pitts. So he died, Rabbit, and I realized, I watched one of his videos and went, oh, I know this guy. I've seen shorts, cut out of his stories before. And so I started listening to his stories, and I've listened to, like, a lot of them. And that was one of his lines. It was, this is the barrel in which I keep, my barrel of fucks, and you'll notice it's empty. It was something like that. Anyway. Charles S. sent me another super chat. Thank you, Charles. Can you expand on the solenoid and cooler upgrade you had mentioned about the 97 Ram? Not a solenoid. So those trucks in that time, and this is also true of Dakotas and Durangos, by the way. The cooling lines have a check valve. There's a one-way check valve in one of the transmission cooling lines. Totally unnecessary. Torque Flights never had it before. And what happens is they clog up and they starve the transmission for oil. And then the transmission blows up. So that's the biggest, most common issue. It's the thing that took them down a lot. To the point that if you got a transmission from Jasper, in the day anyway, they sent you, because they had this figured out, they sent you a cooler and flexible, like AN-style transmission cooling lines to just bypass all that. They were like, you can have a warranty if you bypass the factory junk cooling system. So what you need to do is that, essentially. You could do some research and see what that thing looks like. It's in one of the lines and it's close to the radiator. But if you get a big, gnarly aftermarket external transmission cooler and plumb from the factory lines, cut them somewhere, and plumb to that, you'll pretty much be good to go. So yeah, do some research on that. It's been done many, many times. I don't have any videos on it myself. Yeah. So Vic needs an instrument cluster for Stone Soup and a speedo cable, windshield wiper motor, package tray, lock cylinders with keys. Yeah, hard to find stuff. So this is for the 62 Dodge Lancer, Stone Soup. Valiant would have similar stuff, although I think the cluster's different between the two. If you happen to be sitting on like a 62 Lancer or Valiant parts car, or you know where to find any of that stuff, and you could send it Vic's way for cheap or free, get a hold of him. Diecast Dream Customs is his channel. You can go comment on one of his videos, or I assume his new email is probably diecastdreamcustoms@gmail.com. Probably. There you go. I heard you do custom turbo installations now. I'm seriously considering. So, obviously, this one has taken a lot. But now that I've done it once, I know I could do it more quickly. And so I'm really thinking about turbo on the 81 Challenger. I think that'd be cool. Barry Kuda, what up? There's so many things happening in the comments. Cooler for the 4.6RE going to the Coronet. Check. Yes, big cooler. If your transmission's good now and you do that, it might continue to be good, maybe. Oh, 38 Racing says there should have been door locks with keys for Stone Soup in the trunk. I'll be damned. Scarlet Fire was sent here by Tony. Welcome. Thanks for being here. How's it going? That would be pretty good. Dr. Art is here. I've talked about Dr. Art like 3 times in this very live stream. How's it going? What's good in the hood? Not a big deal if you can find a locksmith to have your door locks rekeyed. Not a big deal at all. Yeah. Bell James points out Wildcat Auto Wrecking has a plethora of 61.2 A bodies. Yes, but they really like getting paid. Shanky Claus, I will ban the fuck out of you. You really want to play? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Dan Mafia has been considering a Pro Charger on his 6.4 with a tune and custom exhaust. Do you think the 392 bottom end could handle it? Yeah, probably. I think it probably could. How much power do you need, man? I've driven a 392, well, E-body, a little lighter than your car. It's psycho naturally aspirated. There's plenty of power. How much more do you need? Having said that, I don't need any more in my Challenger, but I am thinking about Pro Charging it because it would be sick. And it's not even that expensive. Just wish it were the cornfield, Jamie. Nice. Nice. So many comments. Oh, Paul Wortman said your regular videos are really top notch. Love the dialogue especially. That's what got me hooked on the channel. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I occasionally get, again, I occasionally get comments that don't feel that way. And so I'm always glad to find my people. I just do what I do and, it keeps working. So literally make my living off these videos now. Yeah. Oh, and I will take this unique opportunity to say thanks again to my members, like Josh Jesh, for example. Really appreciate you guys. There's another one. Bobby Adams is here and says, love your work. Your content has been extremely useful. Learned a lot from you for my 72 D100. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to help. And thank you for watching. Andrew Button, my HEI module is making my e-body rally tack in my e-body. I think there's a word missing from that. But any system but a factory system, you can have issues with those tacks. And there's a converter box out there from MSD that's designed for their box, but you may be able to use it with that HEI module as well. I'm not sure. Because it's waveform. It's complicated. Anyway, yeah, the problems happen. Maybe look into a TAC module, TAC conversion module, something like that. MSD makes them. Engine Pro. Do you know anything about them? Engine Pro. Yeah, it's cheapest, lowest common denominator. I would never buy that ever. Yeah, you need to deal with a cam grinder. Get something good made. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
What's up? Just hanging out. You want to say hi to the people?
Hello.
Ava's here. Helping Hand says Jamie is Mopar vaudeville. Nice. Jamie, you need to take an Evelyn Wood speed reading course. I can speed read, but then I don't process. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like fully black it or just black the section that you see through the grill. I don't want to see anything through the grill because it's just who I am as a person. Mike Brunello this is 300 comments in a row. I need a 79 Chrysler 300 in my life. Well, I have one and I don't need to own it forever. I do like it. Want to do a lot more with it, but I don't need to own it for the rest of my life, just saying. And the Mopar Junkie wants to know, do you think we should dump our lean burn on our 79 300 E58 or leave it stock? If it's working okay and running well, leave it, you know? But if it's not, which seems likely, there you go. Or if it can actually see the white keys and the black keys on the roads. Yeah. Yeah. You can't see from here, but there's some paint that my daughter festooned many of the keys with. Wax marker, like a junkyard marker. Gnarly. Doesn't want to come off. Yeah, McLovin's vote. Hide all the turbo stuff. Put your new nameplates on it. Subtle until you blow someone's doors off. That's exactly what I'm going for. It will actually say turbo on the fender, but it's so subtle. You're never going to know unless you're really paying attention. So, Mexican Spec says, I speed read like that too, Jamie. I flipped to the last page of the book. I can read words quickly, but I don't understand what they said. My wife is an incredibly fast reader. I have thought about this so much. Silly idea based on tractor pull setup. 2 slant sixes, one of them reverse rotation, so all intakes in the center. Someday, I will figure out a way to build a V12 slant. Someday. Why doesn't Jasper have 340 engines? Because they're rare, super expensive, and hard to come by to build. Like, yeah. I'm running a deficit. Yeah, I don't think anyone anywhere has 340s just ready to go. Nice. Andrew Button, do LA Mopars have problems with balancers getting loose? Do you mean the rubber ring separating? Because it can happen, but not... I've never seen it. Not once. It can happen, but I've never seen it. Nice. Oh. Vic does still have the old email, which is functionalhistories@gmail.com. Yeah, you probably should change that. How does one remove the wiper motor on the Lancer? Well, it's under the dash, right? Same as the 63 to 66? Pretty sure. So I think you just unbolt it. I summoned Dr. Art. Yeah, I mentioned him like 2 or 3 times. I mentioned the message he sent me this morning, which, again, like, I was always planning to eventually check the rotor phasing. I just didn't think about the fact that that could be my whole issue. Because, again, I actually have set up an atomic system for someone before and set the rotor phasing for him. Like, I know how to do it. That's where this was years ago at the shop, years ago. That's how I learned you drill a hole in a cap and then you can sight the rotor. And so I've made one for Mopar V8, so I don't have one for the Slant 6 yet, so I need to make a checking cab. Anyway. But yeah, it was helpful because I didn't realize that may well be the whole problem. Vilefly is plotting steam injection for GDI motors. I want to build a steam-powered 318. I really do. Byron's right on time as usual. Yep. Nice. Sean Peterson says, thanks for the inspiration, Jamie. Just got my parents' 1975 MGB running after 25 years. That is awesome. Well done. I like the MGB. I like the GT hardtop. That would be my pick of the litter. And, you know, I prefer not to have safety bumpers, but your parents' car? Awesome. Very cool. Patrick Radcliffe just got an alert for rain in the morning. Shocking. Thank you, T-Bird75. I appreciate that. Old Man Gamer, ever hook up with Scott? Which one? Heaven's Mopar Scott? Or Cold War Motors guy's name is Scott also, right? Not yet. Need to. People mention him in my comments all the time. Oh, yeah! Russ Peters Derelict said, Jamie helped me solve a dumb problem caused by the previous owner of my 87 Dakota. Yeah, all the grounds were loose, right? That was a good one. Nice. Damn Mafia. 485 horsepower. Yeah, factory rated. 470 foot-pounds of torque. Need more. Yep, you've got the disease. Nice. Very nice. Lovejoy. So I gave my aunt a ride to her house. On my way back, what should I see but the truck I just sold broke down on the side of the road. So I stopped and talked to him and loaned him a strap. Wow. Ugh. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. You're in the clear, my friend. Mm-hmm. Diecast Dream Customs built an MGB hardtop, MGB GT, for Richard Hammond. It's on his collectibles shelf in his office. Really? That's awesome. Vilefly uses a theremin on Halloween to detect ghosts on the porch. Nice. Very nice. I did not know that MG meant Morris Garage. I'll be damned. Bill Mize wanted to know how my daughter turned out so cute. Yeah. She's pretty even split, honestly. I don't give an eighth of a truck. Nice. You all have probably recall the black short bed power wagon that I did a video on. The engine blew up. My friend Mitch owns. He's selling that. And I just had a random thought. I mean, I've been staring at it, sitting in my driveway for quite some time now, and just wondering, like, what would it look like if I took the whole front clip and the doors off of that and put them on the Ram truck? Awesome, right? So I'm thinking about doing that. What do you think? That truck, the cab is garbage anyway. The bed is garbage. It's been wrecked. The engine's blown up. The interior is sun-roached. So I kind of feel bad because those short bed 4x4s are awesome, but I don't feel that bad because that truck's really, really rough. So, should I put all that stuff on the ramp truck and paint the cab black? Then it would be a 78, and it would be sick. I haven't thought that much about it. AMC guy said, keep the frame, find another cab and box. I have a spare Sweeptline cab. I could build a Sweeptline. That would be cool. Maybe. That's Maybe that, or just laying the block, both of them forwards this way, but engineering some crazy method to flip the head around, or just angle the induction this way, you know. What now? Nice. I don't know. I've thought about it a good bit. Josh headed out early. Catch you later. He's got to take a nap. And he's headed out in the truck on a short 480-mile round trip. Nice. Ah. Russ Peters Derelict said, only musical instrument I have is my mom's baby grand. None of my siblings wanted to pay to have it moved. They did sell her Hammond B1 electric piano. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of it. Twisted Mopar Garage says I've seen a balancer turn on itself. Happens a lot. I've never seen one. I take that back. I've never seen a classic Mopar do that. You know what I have seen do that? A Kia. Anyway. Tim Jefferson, put a box fan pulling behind the radiator when you paint it? Just thought of it, never tried it. I don't... Never really had any problems painting a radiator. Adam Hughes said, hey Jamie, I've been watching your channel for a while. Hope you don't mind offering some quick advice. I don't mind at all, and hopefully you've asked your question so I get to it in a minute. Because if you haven't asked your question yet, I won't get to it for several minutes. And thank you, by the way. It's kind of his thing. Yeah. Oh, here's the question. I have an 81 W150 with a 318 in it. It runs, but I heard a knock. Had it pulled. Have crank bearings, piston bearing, rod bearings. Is there anything else you think I should take care of? Well, you need to have the crank checked. And make sure it's worth just slapping bearings on, because there's a pretty good chance it isn't. You need to find where that knock was. I mean, you could have a ruined journal. You may well need to take that crank to a machinist and have it fixed. But it depends. It really depends. You need to go through everything. I mean, if you're going to that extent, if that engine has any miles on it, there's a really good chance you've got some serious bore wear, bore taper, major ridge up at the top. Like, it might just be time to bore it, or at least hone it. I mean, at least hone it if it's coming apart, but like a serious hone job. But check all the pistons, check all the wrist pins, get some rings. But ideally, send it to a machine shop and just have all that stuff checked correctly. That's what I would want to do. Oh, I hit enter too quickly. That's okay. Yeah. If you are not willing to send it to a machine shop and have it done right, at least hone it and check the cam bearings, because often they'll be not happy. So, yeah. Nice. Alan Perryman says, thanks for your help. Oh, you are welcome. There's a shot of a before shot of the dart. Nice. Yeah. Look at the moss. Drove it about 20 miles today. The extra doors didn't ruin it at all. Runs perfect. All right. Happy to do it. You bet, Adam. Hopefully that helps. Make nice with a machinist. That is what you should do. No. Well, yeah. Nice. That's funny. Incredible. Paul Steinberg knows of a 2012 Charger 392 Scat Pack with a Pro Charger making 710 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. Do it. Tin grill ramp. Oh, no, that's always, yeah, that's what I want to do. Niet! Ramp truck is fine. It is fine, but okay, here's the problem. The fenders are cracked. The inner fenders are cracked. The hood's okay, actually. It's not mounted straight on the truck. But the hood would be usable by someone else. The driver's door is ruined. The passenger door is okay. I really want the classic look. I wanted to put that swept-line cab I was just talking about on the ramp truck, but I decided, you know what? The ramp truck's pretty good how it is. I like the later cab. I like the sound deadening. I like the space in it. I don't need the swept-line on this. I want a swept-line ramp truck, but I'm not going to do that on this one. So I want the tin grill because the whole point of the truck is it's supposed to be a period piece. It's supposed to be this, you know, and as long as it's still a 90s truck, it is not that. And so that's why I want to do it. All the parts are ruined. Like, if the fenders weren't cracked and crooked and falling off the truck, if the doors weren't trash, like, I wouldn't be so excited to change all that. But because it's messed up anyway, I'm not going to go find 90s stuff again. I'm going to just put 70s stuff on it. AMC guy says as long as the ramp truck stays red. Well, I actually always wanted to paint it white, funny enough, and letter it. But if I put that stuff on it, it's going to be black. So I don't know. I don't know. But you just washed it. Ooh, Dust Devil says black ramp truck with Warlock pinstriping. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, and you can just buy that in a kit. Paul Steinberg said that charger was all stock except the Pro charger. Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was. Warlock ramp truck. Oh, Adam Hughes. This engine just isn't worth the shipping for that. Did someone say to send it to me? Bill Johnson is a machinist. I'll befriend myself. Oh, Adam Hughes said, unknown history on the truck. It was in my wife's family, sat for 10 years. Kind of a mystery going through it. Debating getting a Reman 360. Don't know if those are worth the money. Yeah, I would actually. Well, I don't know what they cost these days, but it might be cheaper. Charles asks, the war ramp. Oh my God. Warlock pinstripe kit. Warlock. I only need the cab section. Cab pinstripe kit. Let's see. Complete exterior stripe kit, $259. Complete exterior. $259 from Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix. Yeah. Evan Law, Midnight Express. Yep. Evan at Rocket said that, well, it would just be the Midnight Express. I like it. That could do. That could do. Granddad's junk will catch you later. Fan would keep the paint from clogging the radiator. I've never had that as an issue. I've painted a good few. I've never had a problem. Bill Mize says, I had my 04 Sprinter van have 2 factory balancers come apart. Wow. Then I put a solid one on, fixed it. 585,000 miles. That's amazing. Better saturation with less paint. I could see that, but I don't know. I've never had a problem. Twisted Mopar Garage says Chevy 454 will blow the balancer right off. Nice. Mostly Mopar Garage. The 440 I have has a knock until it builds oil pressure. So many engines do that. Twisted Mopar Garage has family in Lakewood, Florida. I've got a Donnie in Lakeland, Florida. What's the rest of the joke? I don't even remember what the joke was. Big Red Ramp Express. Nice. Yeah, it'll be a 77, 78. Starting to sound like a joke. A warlock and a demon walk into a bar. Anyway, it could be a lifter. Yeah, that's not uncommon at all. The Barracuda I will be doing a video on coming up has that issue. And it didn't have that issue until it got here. Well, it made noise, but then it would go away. Now it never goes away. Jay Hunto's Garage is here. How's it going? He's in Lakeland, Florida. Damn. Yeah, Donnie's rebuilding as we speak. It looks pretty brutal down there. Yeah. Not fun. Yes, the Ram truck will have a bird bath hood, and that truck is a power wagon, so it has power wagon emblems on the hood, and obviously it would no longer be technically, it's not a 4-wheel drive. But I'd probably just have to leave them on there because they're awesome, and I wouldn't want to make holes. Yeah, it would. That I want the bird bath. That's the big part of it. Like I say, the 92 hood is actually fine, but it's there with the fenders that I need and the doors I need, and it's all painted black to match. So bird bath hood. Byron says red. I like it red, but the red sucks too. Anyway, Jay Hunto's Garage. Felt your pain and frustration with the Turbo 6 startup. Been there. Oh yeah. I thought we had talked about this before. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. I swear we talked about this before. Yeah, but let me figure out what it's actually going to look like. Yeah. Oh, Paul Wortman says, you even know where the exhaust manifolds that are off what car, what year fits in what car. Well, yeah, that's one of my superpowers. The war ramp. The midnight ramp express. Robert Fitch. My buddy has a 53 job rated truck. Cab. He'd love to sell you for the ramp truck. Song ideas. Paint it black. Yeah. I can play the guitar part. Nice. I see a red truck and I want to paint it black. I don't want to put an earlier cab on the ramp truck. If I was going to do anything, it would have been the swept line. That was the look I always wanted, but I'm not changing the cab. And I thought I wanted to put a stack on it. I almost put a stack on it, but I don't want to soot the car on the bed. So, yeah. Patrick Ramberg wants to hear Freebird. No. Dang. Bill Mize sent me $50 with a sticker, and I won't be able to show it on here, but it's a sticker of a hippopotamus jumping out of a treasure chest and punching the air. Thank you very much, Bill. Really appreciate that. That's incredible. Didn't even come with a question. Just a dancing hippopotamus. That's awesome. Yeah, I just can't. I for that reason, I can't do a stack. I would have done a stack, but I don't want to soot the demon. Midnight Express would need stacks too. That would be cool. 95 Dodge Crew Cab. Those are rare. No, I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Will the Trill, what up? How's it going? So much talk about Citroens in the comments. Everybody keeps saying Freebird. Get out. Horizontally installed stacks. That's cool. Yeah, the sticker shows in the I can't put it on the board here because it would just say sticker or something. Warlock ramp truck hauling a demon. How sick is that? Telling you. Dead guy alive. Dean Stevenson is here to see the undead. Am I in the right place? I have fruit. Vilefly. So my new band, Frickin' Lasers. My buddy Caleb came to jam with us once, and this is when the band started. Caleb's on guitar, Seth's on guitar. And we jammed on Radar Love, and Caleb was, we were just talking about, this is awesome, we should do this more, we should start a band, let's start a band. And Caleb was like, I'll be in the band, as long as we can cover Radar Love. I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my heel. My baby calls and said, I need you here. I can't do it sitting down. It's 4:30, I'm shifting gears. Anyway. What about jerry cans? That's exactly what we'd be doing. Yep. Pile all the old ramp truck stuff in the bed of the other truck and sell it as a project. Might bolt it on to look like a whole truck, but... All right, funny guy. How about smoke on the water? Good enough. Hell yeah. Smoke from the turbo. Nice. Nice. Yeah, what I have to do, he'll make me a deal on that Power Wagon. I buy the Power Wagon, take off all the parts I want, and then we sell what's left and split it. That's the plan. Will the Turo wants to know if I'm going to V8 swap the Mitsubishi Challenger. No. No, I will not do that. And I know everybody wants to see it, but I'm not going to do it. If I do anything with that car, and I was just talking about it earlier in this very live stream, I would turbo it. I think that would be fun. And I've just done one turbo. I know I could do the next one much more easily, much more quickly. So, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Good one. Good one. Use 5 or 6 inch smooth chrome semi-stacks as side pipes. Nice. Nice. The dogs are howling. That is not the first time that has happened. I'm on a Mexican radio. That's definitely a song about radar. At one point, was I learning to play the MASH intro? I feel like I was. Hey, Jamie, could you tell Alan, named, of course, after the famous Alan Wrench, to just give up and give in to the sleep? Alan, it's past your bedtime. Like, way past your bedtimes. Go to sleep. When my daughter was tiny and she refused to go to sleep, I would drum on her back. It worked every time. Every time. McLovin Garage, any love on the Bel Air? Sold it. Got a down payment. I mean, it's still here, but got a down payment. It's going to Montana. And he's supposed to figure out picking it up within the next week or two. Yum. Wish I was in Tijuana eating barbecue iguana. I don't know the rest of the words. Nice. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Nightbell James, catch you later. Does this thing where he'll pretend to be asleep, and then as soon as you put him in his bassinet, he'll scream for you to pick him up, but he'll wait until right before you fall asleep. Ah, so a baby. Drum on her back? What size sticks did you use? Nice. Really? Oops, wrong thing. Indeed they should. I don't know what that's in response to. Tim Jefferson found the audio for the Frank Zappa and the Mothers concert referenced in Smoke on the Water, complete with fire and evacuation. Really? Wow. Dean Stevenson is 99% emoji. Oh yeah, that is way over the limit. That is not legal. I'm at the end of the comments if you can believe that. Oh yeah. Was there a comment about, oh, more yard art headed down the road? Yeah, but I got to bring 3 home from Rocket. 4 Wagon, Jaguar, 55 Imperial, Barracuda. It's becoming a problem. I sold my van, my high top brown van that was for sale forever and ever and ever. Sold to a guy. It's on its way to Virginia, I think. It's crazy. Happy to see it go. Adam Hughes says Summit Racing has Reman 360 long blocks for 2K. That's pretty good money. What's on to 2B? Hi, Jamie. Did the Lancer sell? What Lancer? I never had a Lancer. Stone Soup was here, but that wasn't mine. Someone asked if where to go. Dang it. Someone asked if I'm an Alice in Chains fan. Not Captain Kurt. Not really. Not really. No, we never sent anyone to the corn. We threatened. They were just being silly. And I fed the trolls. Dalton Sparks, would there be anything special you'd have to do to make the 70s pickup fit on the ramp truck, or is it all direct bolt-on? It's literally bolt-on. But I would be keeping the cab. I would not be using the cab on that Power Wagon because it's bad. It's super rusty, and the roof was caved in and filled with Bondo like 30 years ago. And it's all coming, it's so bad. But the front clip is nice. One little rust spot in the driver fender. Hood's super nice. Doors are okay. There's some rust in the bottom of one of them, but, you know, livable, fixable, ignorable. All that stuff will bolt straight onto the 90s cab. No problem. They're almost exactly the same cab. The only difference, the only way you would ever know if you know these trucks, you could look inside because I'm keeping the 90s interior. You could look at the top of the cab, the roof line. On a 70s cab, it's rounded off, and the 80s, 90s cab has that straight line that goes to the back. That's it. Otherwise, exactly the same. Oh, Chrysler LeBaron. It's still here. Yes, it's still here. That's not A-body road. That's parts car row. I don't want it there for too long. Oh. Speaking of yard art, Patrick Radcliffe has an 06 Magnum RT. Need to fix the timing chain. Yeah. Charles S., the dash on the black truck is garbage. It's sun-baked. It's in pieces. And I would keep the 90s dash, but I probably would do custom gauges, and I'm not usually big on that, but none of them really work anyway, and I need to rewire the entire truck, so I don't know. We'll see. If the classic style dash was any good, I would consider it, but it's not. That one is I'd have to find everything for it. Bill Mize said, I wish I would have kept the 225 newly rebuilt engine, put the turbo and 4-speed on it. Would have been way cheaper than the early Hemi I'm doing. Gave it away, or I would do it. Damn it! Great idea. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Wouldn't two slants make a V? Well, he was saying end to end and in line. Bill Mize, one more thing. Do you think your daughter might get into learning and working with you? You know, she's really not into the car thing. If she wants to someday, great. She used to spend a lot of time in our shop when we had one. I mean, that was her daycare, frankly, most of the time. But she's just not into the cars, and that's fine. If she wants to be someday, awesome. But I'm certainly not going to, like, make her. Oh, yeah. Spitfire Mike. Hello there. Hello there. My 91 Dodge Diesel. Speedo works, but not the counter. Cage is probably bad. Odometer's not counting. Unless there's some common issue they have. I'm not familiar with that, but your odometer, whatever drives the odometer is busted, and you'll probably just have to change the whole gauge. But maybe it's fixable. I don't know. What was the last year for Slant 6 production? 1987? 1987. 1986? 87. 3.9 came in 87. So I think they were both made in 87. Josh Homan says 87. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. 87. Prowler would look good with an inline 12. A Prowler would look good, not a Prowler. Oh, now I want to put one Slant 6 in front of another one. I wanted to put one next to another one, but now I want to put two in line. That would be something. AMC guy says, if the truck Speedo is anything like the K-Car electric Speedo, there's a little plastic gear that binds up and gets its teeth sheared off. You can get a replacement for the K-Car. Huh. Too bad the Cornet wagon doesn't have a hitch. Dude, I know. I'm going to do that. Or will you use the ramp truck in your trailer? No, I can't do two cars. It's too heavy. Until I have a 5-speed. And even then, like, the one car on the bed, it gets complicated. So I don't know if I would ever do that. But yeah, I need to get a hitch on the wagon. That's got to happen. I'm going to play a song and leave because we're going to have dinner. And I'm at the end of the comments, which is miraculous. Yes, I got a 5-speed. It's not installed yet. It's going to be a big job. Old Man Gamer says 2.2 turbos are fun. I hope to learn that myself in person sometime. Oh, sweet. Yeah, didn't I tell you? I think I did, that I've seen the turbine wheels like those, imagine. Found some OEM 80 to 88 turbine style wheels for the D150. A little corroded, not too bad. Getting tires soon. If I wanted to send something now, address that starts with 8 or 9 better. The one that starts with an 8. That would be the one you want. And thank you. Rich Jordan, take it easy. Did the vans or trucks ever have lean burn? Yes. This gentleman owns a truck that had that, and I had to delete it because it doesn't work. And I showed that in a video last weekend. It's a 86 Dodge. I don't know why some did, some didn't. Barry Kuda said, do Steve Stevens' Eyes Without a Face. That's a good song. I have no idea what key it's in, and I don't know any of the words. GMC Twin 6, one big block, same heads, pistons. It was a thirsty torque monster. I've heard of that. Fearless Con color. Omnis went from an unjustly maligned shitbox to the hottest hatch of the 80s with the Turbo 2.2 and excellent chassis tuning. I know it! Hope to get my hands on one of those someday. Banana Truck said, the worst part of my 5-speed swap 73 D100 was frozen brake pedal pin. Don't worry about that. I'm on it. I don't know that one. The GLHS was pretty cool. I agree. I don't think mine's stuck. It'll be fine. And the donor pedals. I got donor pedals. Turns out you can use 2nd gen pedals and just put them in the 1st gen pedal box. I made everything way worse. Why? Thank you. Anyway, that was cool to learn. Todd Denio just realized the time and the live feed is on. It is for another minute. Jeff Hutchins said it before, straight 12 in a Zimmer. The hood's long enough. Oh, yeah. And don't know. Michael J. Oh, on the Slant 6, yeah. Slant 6 used until 83 in cars, 87 in trucks, 91 in marina applications. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. But I wonder if they probably stopped producing them in 87, but they still had some. I don't know. And remember, if some guy asks you for help with his Speedo, be sure he's talking about his car. Old Man Gamer, sent you all my money. Turns out you can't send change. Thank you. Glenn Uromi, take it easy. Thank you. Good night, Patrick. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I don't know what I was going to play. I have no idea. Messiah Shall Come Again. Don't know that one. But I have been listening to... Oh, I don't know if I can actually play it. Straight 12 and Stretch PT. Tim Jefferson. That's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. I need to learn to play that George Harrison song. Whatever key it's in. I don't know. I need to learn how to play that. I have a 12 string over here, but it's an electric one. Chris, how much would you pay for a 383 stock? Probably not very much. Listen to Gary Moore playing The Messiah Shall Come Again. Okay, I'll see what I can do. My Lord. got nothing. I'm going. Bye. A DeVille in Georgia? Nice. Oh, Chris is in need of one. $300 to $500. 383 shouldn't be very expensive. Shouldn't be anyway. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and thank you very much to everybody that sent super chats my way. That's incredible. They add up to like over $100. So thanks again. Much appreciated. Thanks to my members. Also much appreciated. Yeah, that. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. Okay, I'm going to go eat dinner. I will see you guys in the comments and next week. Good night and good luck. And goodbye. Outro video? Huh. Apparently you can have an outro video now. I'm not going to do that. Okay, bye. Good night.